All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a hot second. I know I haven't dropped content. I have one in the vault, gonna drop tomorrow at 11 a.m., so stay tuned for that. Just kidding. This isn't gonna be out before that, so whatever. Anyway, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Friendly reminder though, always, always for entertainment purposes only. I do not sponsor or endorse any of the things that we talk about. It is here to be fun, be funny, talk shit, hang out. It's a boys' vibe session. Welcome to Joe's Cave. Anyway, today, the hammer's about to fall diagonally today. For those of you who have been tuned in and taken part, we've got Mitch Peavestorf. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here as always.
Yes, sir.
It's a good time.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, we're about to shoot the shit and hang out. So, what's up with you? How you been? How was your trip?
It was good. It went full 1,200 miles to Canton, Ohio. Straight, just raw dogged. Left. When did we leave? We left Thursday night. So I finished work that day, 4:30. Immediately drove to my parents' house. Like got there at like 5:10, and we headed out like 5:15, 5:20.
Bro is ready.
Packing all my stuff pre-prepared. I just grabbed my suitcase, left out the door, and was like, "Mom, take care of the cats. Have a good time." But yeah, we booked it out of there, and we got to what did we get? We got to Indiana, or no, we got to Champaign, Illinois, the first night.
How many hours was that? 6?
That was probably about 5-6 hours. I
5?
think
Yeah.
you had to get to there. So
Okay.
yeah, it was about half-ish way,
A
sort of,
trek.
little less, but yeah, they got a nice Hampton Inn. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about all we took note of there. We just drove through the city of just like, oh hey, this is
Nice.
decent-ish. Let's go to bed. We're tired, so
Yeah.
Hampton Inn. Got up the next morning and drove to Cincinnati, and I gotta say, Cincinnati is a pretty nice city. I like it. It's
Yeah?
pretty decent. Bigger than Des Moines, and
What
2 stadiums.
what is the capital of Ohio?
That is Columbus.
Columbus, Ohio.
Did not, or
Would
we
you look at
drove
that?
through it on our way there, but we did not stop in Columbus.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
We drove to, or I guess I skipped Indianapolis. We went to Indianapolis on our way to Cincinnati, and we got to
Okay.
see the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the place where they have the Indy 500 and all those things like that. Whenever that comes around each year, and that is bigger than it looks on TV. Holy shit! It's like, have you ever been to Newton Speedway before, out in Newton?
I have not. There's so many things that I want to do. That is one of them, but I don't know anybody. I don't know. I could never go unless I'm going with somebody.
Do you know how like mile long bridge you've stared down? I'm guessing the mile long bridge
Yeah.
not far from here.
Yeah, like on
It's-
over Sailorville?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
another
okay.
1.5 of those long on the course. So we were standing on turn
Oh.
3, and like all the way down, like almost barely visible. You can see the other grandstands down at the other end down there with the flags on top of it. But it's
Yeah.
like it's 2.5
It's a
miles
racetrack.
long. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
big. It is the ChatGPT told me it's the biggest racetrack in the world. Like, had to confirm it. It is the biggest
Really?
racetrack in the world. That's why it's the world's like capital of racing.
Oh. Wait, where was this again?
This is in Indianapolis. That's where they hold like the Indy 500 and NASCAR races and stuff like that. Like the kickoff. Like this is like the big.
Okay, so this is like something that's going on this season type.
Yeah, it's already
Oh.
passed, so it's already been like Indianapolis 500's already happened and stuff like that. But they were doing a Ferrari race out there when we got there, and it was like the Ferrari Challenge or something, and there was just 4 or 5 like Ferrari sports cars just driving the in lap and on turn 3 of the outside track, just
Nice.
driving through, clocking like 170, 180, just flying by. But yeah, we got to go sit outside of the course and just watch the Ferraris and stuff drive by and just fly by. Just loud, fast. It was cool, but yeah, we didn't get to stay there for long. I didn't know they had a museum there either. They have like
For racing, I would believe it if it's like the biggest
It's like inside the
racetrack.
track though, so like it's not on like the outside of the stadium. It's like you drive underneath the track into the parking lot, and then on the inside course, the museum is in there, like on the inside. So when you're in the museum, you get to see like all of the like outside course, or at least turn 3 and turn 4. You can see on there, but
What?
it's pretty cool.
All right, that does sound pretty
You could
cool.
fit
I've
a
never
lot in it.
really been into racing and/or followed racing though.
It's kind of fun. I
Yeah.
mean, as much as like you like drinking and beer and stuff like that, you could combine that with cars going really
Fast?
fast
All
and
right.
just real fast and real left. You could make a day out of it.
Oh shit.
You just
That
go
I
sit in the
it'd be
bleachers, or
fun. I could imagine it. So what you like what do? You like pick your favorite team and like just watch them?
it's like they do operate off of teams, but like they have like individual cars are like whoever wins the race is the sole winner. So it's like you have your
Okay.
race, you have your driver that drives the car, and then you have your pit crew, your team that's there that also is a part of the team, but it's just like one car. So it's like most you just pick whoever your like person is that, oh hey, I like this driver, I like this team. They have the one
Okay.
car, and so you just watch them continually, but it's like a 200 lap race most of the time if
How
it's
long does that
NASCAR.
take? How long is a
Few hours. You could. I think we usually started on Prime Video. It's like you started at 2. It's not over till like 6:30 ish.
few?
So
That's a
depends also
couple.
too if there's like if it's rain they cancel the race. If
Oh,
it's like a lot of accidents,
they
like
canceled it in the
Daytona has a
rain?
lot of accidents. Like this last year, they had a lot of accidents, and that also drags it on too because they got to stop everybody and make it sure it's like, okay, you guys got to drive this speed while we clean up, and then once they're
Oh.
done, then you can go back to racing. But yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's fun. You can get a day out of it.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I've always liked
You'd probably
fast
like
cars, but like
you'd probably like in Indianapolis 500's a little better. That's a just straight circular track, but Indy cars most of the time will like go on a different course. NASCAR does it now too sometimes, but Indy cars don't
they
just go
do
in the
dirt.
oval. They go in like no, they'll go on like a asphalt track most of the time,
Okay.
but their tracks are different. They will have just like weaves and winds and stuff like that through, and
Okay, yeah.
it's still a loop, like a closed loop, but it's not like an oval. It's like they will
Oh,
weave and wind through like different tracks and stuff like that,
well, that
depending on where
sounds
they
more
are in the world.
fun.
But yeah, it's a lot.
That
It's a little
sounds
more
more
fun. They go
fun.
faster too than NASCAR does. I think Indy cars go up to like 230, 240.
Indy goes faster.
Yeah,
How fast does Indy go?
or Formula One cars, I guess I should call them. They go like
Oh.
230, 240.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
most people
Yeah.
just call it Indy cars because Indianapolis 500, and that's primarily where they start at, or the year at is at Indy.
Oh,
But it's a cool spot. It's a cool spot.
F1.
I've never been to that. My dad's never been to that track before, but
You should go. That would be fun. Be a
only about
fun be a fun trip to take.
it's about 8 hours from here, so you can
8 hours. Make a day out of it. You could. Yeah, you could.
drive there before it happens. We calculated it. You could drive there before it happens, like a day, or you could just go like 4 hours, sleep, drive the rest of the way there, make it there for the day, because you're
Yeah.
gonna want to spend the whole day out there, and then depending on after that, you can leave. But yeah, they're like 4-ish, 5. I think like the longest ever one I've seen takes is like 6-7 hours, depending. But we stopped
That is
there.
pretty long.
Yeah,
Imagine you'd have to get like lunch there. You'd be crushing beers at first half. You need lunch. You
they
need
got
lunch.
that'd be the place to eat. They got a lot of like beer galore, lunch grand like stands galore out there you can eat. There's like stuff to do like in the middle pavilion, like the museum you got there. You can go view the museum. There's
Do you
like
have to like pay
other
to get into the museum on top of like just getting into the race? Probably. Yeah.
you
Okay.
do,
Yeah.
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 You
Yeah.
got that there. They got like other like concerts and stuff they'll do like in the middle pavilion area and stuff like that you can go into and
Interesting.
go see that type of stuff. But it's pretty neat. Yeah, you can make a day out of it. We only stayed there we got there, we stayed for maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes just to watch the cars a little bit and see. But then we picked back up and we started to head out towards where the Fever play, Gainesville, outside of the city. That is it.
Oh, I just slammed the mic there. Sorry about that, guys. That's funny.
That is it though. Yeah, that is
Yeah,
that's the
this
one
is
you will
it.
see on the TV a lot of times.
4.8. Ooh.
It's large, yeah.
4.8 on Google. All right, let's check it out.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway, yeah. It'll list all the races and stuff. They just have like race after race. Not everything's televised, but they'll just have like races out there constantly going on. So you can just go out
You
there and
can
watch
just
them
go
all
out there
day.
and just watch like a random race or something.
That's what we did. Yeah, we got there and we were like, oh, there's cars racing on the track right now. What the heck's going on? And so we just Googled it on the website. Yeah, they had like 7, 8 different Ferrari races going on that day that weren't televised, but they're just like, hey, you can come out and watch it if you want to.
Bro's so excited to be here. He's so happy he's there.
He was the one that just won the first race this year. Yeah, he won.
2025.
Yeah, they do so much
Indy
out there, so many
500.
different events. It's awesome.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
It's pretty neat. But yeah, we
Check
headed out
that
there
out.
early, and then we went after that. I'm pretty sure that day, yeah, we went straight from the racetrack. We just got to Cincinnati right then because we had to be there for a 1 o'clock tour of the stadium.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we got there 12ish, 12:30, and pretty sick stadium. I like it. It's a nice city too. It's a nice like pretty good looking city. Very like summerish vibe looking. Like if you go out there, it's a lot of like nice parks and stuff too that you can.
Yeah, I
The
bet in the
housing's really
winter it
neat.
probably. Do they
It
got
was a
stuff
little
going on
different.
during the winter?
I
They got like
want to say,
snowmobile racing. You know how sick that would be?
yeah, they had like they told us too. They had like a new like pavilion for like a lot of the offices and stuff out there where it's like I don't know if Des Moines I don't think does it really, but it's like a whole huge pavilion area of different buildings and restaurants and stuff like that that as long as you're within that like concourse of like a few blocks or so, then you can just take drinks and stuff and food from like the different restaurants and just walk through the city within that concourse. As long as you're within the concourse, they're just like, oh, I want to go get a beer at this place. Oh, I can go get a beer at this place now, or I can go get a beer at this place, and you walk back and forth along there, and that's like right connected to the stadiums and stuff too. So you can go to the stadiums, you can go to the restaurants, wherever. But
That's sick.
it's a cool city.
Actually,
I
yeah.
like it.
That does sound pretty cool. That reminds me of like the location right by uh what stadium is that in Chicago? What is that?
Soldier Field.
No, it's like a baseball stadium, pretty big.
Oh,
What is it? Is it Cubs Stadium?
Wrigley's?
It's like north. Yeah.
Wrigley Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that along there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago's probably got it better, I'd imagine. We didn't go through Chicago though. I wish we
Oh,
did.
Chicago is really. It's huge. I really like it, but I'm definitely like I like suburbs. I like being able to drive, like go to a restaurant. I like being able to like.
It's nice to visit.
Yeah, or like we can go to the movie. There's so much stuff to do here. Everything costs money right now, which sucks, you know?
Yeah.
But like there's a lot of stuff to do, so you got like options when you do want to go out and like
Yeah.
do stuff.
It's
So,
nice to visit. I'm in the same boat. It's like I don't think I could live in like Manhattan or Los Angeles or Chicago or
yeah.
big cities. It's like I prefer it here. Like Des Moines is probably the biggest I'll get. I can navigate around Des Moines. I still hate the traffic, but it's like I can navigate around it reasonably.
Yeah.
I'd lose my mind in Chicago. I would not.
Really? Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, no. Chicago is fun.
Yeah.
Driving to Chicago is very fun.
It'd be fun for like 20 minutes for me until I get lost. And then I'm just like,
Oh, bro.
where am I?
Thankfully, my phone had my back almost all the time. Shout out to Apple Maps. But I like. I've driven in some pretty chaotic places. You can kind of get the vibe out if you like. If you kind of figure out how they drive, yeah, yeah.
like,
Like
where-
Chicago is like like Ankeny is like used to be laid back. West Des Moines is like very entitled drivers, so people just cut you off all the time or not use blinkers or anything.
Yeah.
Chicago is like out of pure necessity trying to get people places. Like I keep hitting the mic. I keep smacking this thing. Sorry about that. But Chicago is like trying to get people places, and then Puerto Rico's like Chicago, but like smaller streets and like people, like
Yeah.
people that are just trying to get places too, kind of like
Mhm.
Chicago. It can get pretty chaotic, but after you kind of figure out how to navigate, you can.
If I lived lived out there, that'd be where I'm just like one. Like I get now why they're doing like all the like different like rental scooters and bikes and stuff out there because it's just
Yeah.
it's so much more
Bro,
convenient. It feels like to be living out there, and I could just rent a scooter. Oh hey, I got my bike. I can just
you can just get a bike
bike
or
work.
get an electric scooter. But I have a buddy, Matt, and Matt, I feel bad because so he was just riding an electric scooter and he just got hit. Got hit by a car, like had a mild concussion. And I was like, it happens, bro. They're so fun to ride though. What are you gonna do?
I would risk that, honestly,
Yeah.
just so I don't have to sit like
Bro, they're so
an
fun.
hour in traffic down there, just bumper to bumper, just like trying to get through. I
Yeah.
would rather just risk that and just
Yeah.
try to be
Also,
safe.
if you're like only trying to get somewhere in town, you might as well. Or you could even just own an electric scooter and then
It'd
do
be
it that
different
way.
if I was coming out of town into the city. I'd want a car then, but it's like if I live in like an apartment down there or something like that and just want to go to work and it's like a 15-minute bike or something like that. I'm
For
just
sure.
biking. I'm just scootering, but yeah, the stadium down there, really nice. I like it. It's smaller than I pictured, but very nice stadium. It was hot, just like in the center there, just because of all the
Asphalt.
not even asphalt. It's just like they have like that. What is it? Turf material that they have.
The
It's
rubber
like
like
the rubber
bits.
pellets and stuff that's
Yeah,
in the field. Yeah,
shredded tires.
makes it hot. You could just see when you walk out there, just like the
Heat waves over
heat waves
the
just rising from like the turf out there. It just makes you just wonder like how do you play in that during the summer because they got that like 15 20 extra pounds of gear on depending on what position you play with like the tights and the jerseys and stuff over the top of that too in that weather, and we were in shorts and t-shirts and we were just like dripping. Yeah,
Well, yeah. Well, AC certainly has its blessings.
it
All
does.
right.
Yeah, they have those giant things of water out there too for them to just like guzzle, or they just pour it on themselves and stuff with the hoses. It's like that would probably help out quite
Sometimes
a bit,
you got to
but
do that.
now I know how they stay so physically in fit and shape. Is like, yeah, they probably sweat like half of the crap out that they.
Not only that, your heart's just going heart fast like that, and then cooling down.
It's cool.
That makes
They
it
showed
tough.
us the training facility too. It's like they have an inclement weather one. The fields out there, just like their training facilities right next to their stadium. It's just they have the fields on the outside. You can just see from the window, and nobody was out there practicing that day. But it's just smack dab right there. So if they're not playing, you could potentially see them just practicing out there. But
Yeah.
it's nice. That's my team. But we headed out from there. I think it took us like an hour to get the tour done, so it was like we were done by like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and so we just were like, nothing else we got to do, so let's just book it to made it to Canton at I think it was like probably 7 o'clock ish. We had like another 5 hours to go, so we made it there at like 7, 8 o'clock ish. Went to Jersey's. Shout out Jersey's, best burger in the United States,
Ooh.
in my opinion. But
That
they're good.
that is a spicy claim. I'm here for it.
They're good, yeah. I would have never thought. It's like the first time we went there, it was like completely random. We'd never been there before, and it's like we don't know where to eat. What the heck is going on? We need just something, and so we just happened random to turn down the street in Canton, and there was like, oh hey, burger joint right there. We're starving. Let's go get some food, and so we just walked in there. It wasn't busy, surprisingly, that night. We went there this time. It was packed. Like, just everybody was there when we got there at 7 o'clock. But the same time last year when we went, it was like April,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
time of
Yeah.
year. So maybe the weather was something. It wasn't hot, but we went in there like 7 o'clock at night, dead. But they brought out huge burger, huge plate of fries, and the beers there they give you are like in the bigger like 20-ounce glasses.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, they had
Okay.
sports and stuff everywhere on in there. I'm like, I'm already liking the sports, and so they brought that burger out. Best burger ever. Never had a better burger ever anywhere else that I've been. No restaurants top theirs, and so I went back to like, let's go see if it holds up again. Still does.
Yeah.
Has not.
But
Yeah.
it was packed this time.
Yeah, they had surprisingly a lot of. We went and ate outside. A lot of people outside with the weather and stuff. There's a lot
Oh,
of people
bro,
inside
yeah.
too, but
Well, that's the best.
I like it. Yeah, there's a lot of people interacting. A lot of drunk people interacting too. But I mean, it sealed the environment.
Yeah.
It made it
That
worth it.
fit the vibe.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
fit the kind of like not really hole in the wall style. Um,
Mr.
I'm not
Popular out here.
taking a hard fall. What is my watch saying? I did not fall.
You took
It
a hard.
tried to flag the SOS thing. It was like, "Oh, you take it. Looks like you've taken a hard fall." I'm like, "I'm sitting in my chair. Is it my heart rate? Like, what's going on? Hello."
You're getting so hyped up, bro.
I've been so hyped. I'm telling the
I'm
story.
getting
Hey,
so
it looks
ready
like you've
right now.
fallen.
Oh no.
I'm good. I'm fine. Chill.
You were just like flicking it. It
I
looks
must have,
like you
yeah.
fell down the stairs. No.
I must have hit it. I don't know what I did. Tap it because
I don't know. That's funny. What are they gonna do? Just ring, ring. We're gonna get like paramedics here. Are you okay?
Me. I'm just like, no, I'm recording right now. But I looked down and it was like trying to flag SOS. I'm
What the hell?
like, am I getting swatted?
What the hell? Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was fun. I went there and then checked into the hotel and did our sleep and stuff. Watched Avengers while we were at the hotel, and then yeah, we woke up the next day, and that was the main part of our tour. We went to the Hall of Fame again, and they just take you through early 1900s, the start of like how the city was like, where just a group of dudes just met in like a car manufacturing factory there in Canton. It was just like, hey,
Let's
we got all
do.
these like recreational football teams like that we're really getting really into. Let's like make a league out of this and like sell this to people. And so that's little thing that they did back then where they would sell games for like little programs for like 25 cents. Games would
Yeah.
be like $2 to get into like an NFL game back then, all the way back then. Turns into this multi-billion-dollar like franchise nowadays. Like now it takes like
Yeah.
thousands of dollars to get tickets to go into games.
Crazy.
Stuff that all started
Branding's
back
pretty crazy.
It's neat. It's neat
Yeah.
to show like they talked through this time. They had like a little seminar about like, hey, here's the evolution of the helmet and how it's changed over the years. Like before, it used to be just like a metal nose guard they'd wear over their nose that they'd grip with their mouth, and it would strap around their head. So they retired that, and then it used to just be like a leather cap that they'd wear that.
Just slamming into people.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. And it's like you just wonder, it's like, dang, how many concussions you get back then. Nowadays they probably had like hundreds.
So many.
Yeah, without the proper. And now you look at it nowadays, it's like, oh hey, then you just start to gradually see like, oh, there's when the plastic helmet started, and you look all the way up the line, and now it's what we have nowadays, where it's like they have like wires and stuff all over in the helmets, and they've said like they take like real time data from when players are like slamming and like either heads or shoulders and stuff,
Yeah.
and it's getting sent to like the labs and stuff. The people that are developing the gear, it gets sent directly to them so they can like live monitor like, how do we better this equipment while they're playing.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
neat.
could imagine it. That'd be pretty crazy. Also, if you're getting like real time data about how people are getting hit, you can kind of focus on like, here's looks like you damaged your frontal lobe. Well, you're gonna be slow. Let's put you on the offensive line.
Exactly what they're doing. Yeah, they've done like quarterbacks. They're specializing the helmets and stuff. So like quarterbacks have a special helmet now that they're doing. Like the linemen have like special gear and special helmets. The running backs have them. Wide receivers have like all special designed like helmets, and you'll see them like if you watch football, you'll see them like the differences in their headgear.
Yeah, I
You'll
think
see
so.
what they look like. But yeah, they're all different now, and that's what they're doing. The Rydell, the people that make their football helmets that always have the logo on the back, they're the ones
Okay,
who
yeah.
design them. The scientists who do that.
I wonder how much money those scientists are making.
Probably a lot.
Probably a decent amount.
A pretty penny. If the players are making multi-million-dollars a year, like I think Patrick Mahomes got out of his rookie contract last year, he's up to like $500 million a year on his contract now. Now that he's in a actual not rookie, like Brock Purdy from Iowa State. You remember him?
Yeah.
Went to the 49ers. He was like at a 90 million a year rookie contract, and I think his will be up here eventually soon to where he's probably, if he continues performing, he'll make at least 300 million in a pro contract a year. But he went to Iowa State.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I met him very, very briefly. But yeah, seemed like a good guy.
Yeah.
One of the only guys that shouted me out.
Oh, did he shout you out like you're?
Just recognized me, said hi. That's
Oh.
how I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I just worked there. You know, just a college job. They're paying me like
That's
not
right.
a
I remember.
lot.
Yeah,
I
you
need
worked
money because I'm trying to survive and pay. Because when I turned 18, my grandparents were like, "All right, soldier." I
Bye.
was like, "All right, I gotta do something." So
I'm gonna go
yeah.
serve my country at Iowa State.
Thank you for your service. No,
Yeah, no, the big man's at San Francisco now playing
that's
for the
awesome,
49ers.
dude. That's so cool. I'm so happy for him.
He's not my team, but it's like it's nice to just follow him and see like, hey, that kid went to Iowa State.
Yeah.
He's been here in Iowa before. It's the same with Caitlin. It's like Caitlin right now. It's like went to Iowa. Now she's
Oh, the basketball player.
now she's
Yeah,
balling
yeah,
it up
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Indiana,
Dude,
playing for the professional team. It's cool to see that. I like that.
that's awesome.
It's neat. But yeah.
That's so cool, bro. Yeah.
So yeah,
Also, they like deserve it though too. You know, they work hard for that.
yeah, I mean, they put out their performance, and it's like in order to get there, that's why I like following them. It's because it's like they came from like just Iowa. It's like I guess I like it for that reason because how much recognition does Iowa get?
Not a lot.
Like all the states were just Iowa, and so to see somebody go to like the pros, like San Francisco or the Fever, it's like, hey, they're from Iowa.
I know them.
They worked for that.
I know, and we have no like we were talking about this earlier. We don't have any like professional teams as far as like state-wise.
Oh, yeah.
I like college more though. I was saying this earlier. College is more entertaining. Entertaining.
I'll only follow them if like they came from like Iowa College because that's what I like more. It's like I'm more into college sports, but like yeah, I'll still follow like my pro teams, and especially it's like if they came from Iowa, like Iowa State, Iowa, Drake. I'll see what they're doing in pros because it's cool to see like the next steps of their journey. They've done so well in college.
Yeah.
Go and see them go pro. It's fun to watch and see how they acclimate to that climate because it's a lot different climate than their college ball that they're used to. But yeah, we're gonna come back today. We were gonna plan on being back at like maybe 2 o'clock today, 1 o'clock today, being back from Ohio, but we just were like, we don't really want to buy another hotel if we only have to drive like 150 or 100 miles back to
Yeah.
Des Moines or Ankeny. So we just were like, hey,
Lock
let's
in and
leave at 1. We got back at like 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. And so we finally got in, and I was like,
that's right. That's right. Because you texted me. Yeah, you texted me last night. I didn't get to it. I was busy last night.
yeah, I just got back, and I was just like, you asked me like, hey, do you want to stream or like hang out? And I'm like, I'm already like halfway into Indiana. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
You were like, hey, let's stream Satisfactory. I'm like,
I'm busy.
I'm not near my computer.
Is that Thursday? That was Yeah, Thursday. Yeah.
Left by then, yeah, we would have been in.
What are you gonna do?
Jay hit me up too, and he was like, "You want to do something?" I'm like,
I'm busy. I'm
I'm
traveling
out of
right
state
now.
right now.
What are you gonna do? Yeah. No, that's awesome.
That was pretty much the extent of my trip. I wanted to just be back today so I can just have a just day out of my weekend where I'm not walking around or vacationing. It's relaxing having a vacation, but it's like I gotta have one of those days to just be at home,
Do nothing.
just do nothing. Just do whatever.
Do whatever.
Before I go back to work. But hey, 4-day weekday or weekend.
Oh,
again,
that's true. That's true. It's a year where the July 4th, Independence Day, baby, is on a Friday. So that should be a lot of fun.
Big 90 degrees.
I don't know what else I'm doing. Oh, yes, sir.
Love some good weather. Good
Dude,
weather.
I need to see some fireworks. That's what I need to see.
Legal this year on the 3rd now.
I did see that, yeah.
We could shoot them off on the 3rd and the 4th.
Okay, but if you're in like rural Iowa,
Doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, that's
during like there's like an appropriate time for neighbors, but like they're probably super relaxed.
if you're out that
You
far
know,
too, it's like it's
yeah, true.
neighbors can't really
Unless,
complain.
yeah, well, they can,
They
and then they'll
can,
get
but
somebody out. But like most neighbors are like they have enough land.
most of them are chill
They're
too.
like
To the
separate
point they're
apart.
doing the same
Also,
thing.
yeah, bro, you don't think you're chilling out there and there's like a deer eating your cornfield and you're just like, oh.
I'm not doing that. I'm not
There's a
doing
squirrel eating your bird feeder nuts and you just want to boom.
letting them eat the birdseed too. I mean, unless
No,
I'm
but if you
eating
only
it,
want
then
birds and then
yeah.
there's a squirrel and then, well, of course, bro, you throw it in a stew and just start cranking it like a crazy person. Just crank it,
Maybe
over
the
the
deer,
fire.
not the squirrel.
Not the squirrel, bro. You don't want squirrel on a spit. You're not trying to get down and dirty with the rodents of the world. You're not trying to feast on some
I don't want the
deep
tree rat.
fried, breaded, battered, beer battered
I don't want the tree rat.
squirrel with.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, he don't want the tree rat.
Deer, you had me maybe at. I will
Yeah,
eat
yeah,
some.
no, no,
I will
no, no,
eat
no.
some deer, but like,
I'm just sending it. I'm just fucking. I don't know.
but yeah, no. I think it's country makes more sense if you're out there, because I mean, either the neighbors are going to be doing the same thing, or yeah, you're far away from enough that like
Yeah, nobody really cares. I also just don't blow up your own house. Don't burn down your own cornfield, maybe. But
about the. Were you there that year where we like accidentally like over at Connors we detonated that like Nathan accident. I think it was Nathan. He'd accidentally dropped a match into the box of fireworks. Or the
no,
maybe it was the year after.
accidentally.
He
I
did it
feel like
accidentally for sure because he was just like, "Oh shit!" and then he was like running away from it.
oh, did he like light it and like try to pick
was-
something up or something weird?
It was either Nate or Sammy that did it, but yeah, we had the box of
Oh,
fireworks. They had it down
I just saw.
below.
I was just imagining the voices. Yes, and just
Mm.
dropped it and
Just
then
put it in-
just.
yeah, that
Oh,
would've been
shit.
insane. I'm glad it was the other way.
No, I
'Cause
could believe
they
it.
had like a.
What are you doing, Sammy?
I think they used it the same last year when you came over there the next year or two after, but like they constructed like a table that like they had the firework like launchers strapped down to or secured down to with like screws, and so they just used that, but the tub
Yeah.
was right below it. And so when they were lighting it, I think it was either Nate or Sammy dropped a match in there, but yeah, we just heard one of them just yell, "Oh shit!" And I look over,
Did
and
it
that
like
thing's
blow
like,
up?
it's brighter than like I don't even know, like a what do you call those things? A flare.
Yeah.
It was just like a giant flare. Just like you look over, it's just this bright orb, just like, oh, and then it just go boom, just all of them just started firing off in the backyard, like right there, like maybe I don't even know, probably from here to maybe where like the cars are at down there along the parking lot edge. They just started firing off, and so we just all started ducking and just running behind just anything that could shield us from the mortars going off. Oh my god, there was like a hole. There was like we went and checked it. There was like a crater dug into the backyard after that.
How
and
big the explosion was? Yeah.
yeah, it was huge.
Imagine.
For that bucket, it was just like we walked over there.
How
right
much?
where
How
that
much?
bucket was.
How many fireworks did they have?
Hundreds of dollars worth. They had been planning like hundreds of dollars worth that year. We were able to spare some, like the cakes and stuff that we
Oh,
had.
that sucks. They lost it all.
But yeah, we got like a lot of
Bro.
like the other ones that were just single fire, just all went up in smoke. But yeah, the year after that you went, that was the year we had a lot of them.
Yeah, that's true. There
That
were
was
a
the better year.
lot. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'd be so upset if it just exploded my backyard. That's so tough.
Yeah, I mean,
So much money gone. You don't get to experience it other than ducking.
that was
You
yeah, I
paid for
didn't-
the experience of take cover now.
It was a lot of closing my eyes and shutting my ears because it was loud and bright, and I was just like, yeah, that's a lot of money gone. GG's. I'm glad I only spent like $25-$30. I bought like a couple packs, but they had been like planning like so much. They were like, yeah, we're each gonna drop like $200-$300 on fireworks. Gone in that instant. I'm just like, Nice. Awesome. I'm glad I
Yeah,
only
bro.
spent a little bit.
The experience of ducking and dodging is crucial. They
I
got
don't
you
even remember what I had behind.
That's so.
I think it was just a lawn chair I had
I'd be
behind.
so pissed though. I'd be so.
I think Connor
Still, that
was.
explosion must have been pretty crazy. That must have been pretty crazy to be next to.
Scared the shit out of me, especially after I'd been drinking, because I was over there just we were all drinking, and not a good mixture with fireworks and drinking. That is not a.
What?
If you're safe,
Guys, don't
then
listen to this
yeah.
guy. Drink and do fireworks. Friendly reminder that this is all
I was about to say.
for entertainment
I was
purposes.
about to say, I was like, didn't we just say that at the beginning of the podcast?
No.
What? And we're telling people to go out.
What?
What?
No. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Don't do any of this at home like we talked about.
But yeah,
See? Throwback, please.
it would be nice to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't have to federal holidays anymore just to go have PTO or time off.
Yeah.
It's so weird now. It's like I just have to like, oh, I have a holiday off like Juneteenth. I was like, oh, I have Thursday off.
I know. I know. I kind of feel like
That one could have been made a Friday though.
it'd be, yeah. Well, it'd be
It's
nice
nice
to
if
have
there's
more
no-
days off. Or it'd be nice to like have like days you could take. Well, not more days off cuz holidays are like pretty much set, but like being able to like take more days off or like half days or like I'm going to go off early on like Tuesday or on Friday like by 3 hours or something.
You work up to. I mean, it's like hell. What was his face that we used to have the director at the fraud department there? He had so much built up that they were just telling him practically to just like you stop working, like go take PTO like now. You can't. You
You've
need to
banked
stop.
out. Yeah.
You have too much. You need to like stop
Yeah.
working and go home and like take a break.
Yeah.
But that's the way my dad is. He's in the same boat. He's like, yeah, I've just got so much saved up. It's like they tell me it's like I need to take more time off. I'm like,
You need to. Dude,
he just wants to live
I'd be using mine.
pretty rigorously.
Well, because you're not going to get it back. Like they're not going to pay it out, so
Just use it.
you might as well use it. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can, yeah. I would. It's all personal. It's like me. I don't have a gripe now with this new job at all. So it's like
So yeah,
I can work and it's easy being at home.
you
And
can get what you need to done, and yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice being an 8 hour day. I took
Yeah,
a
bro.
lot granted at old place that I was
10
working at.
hours. 10 hours is 10 hours is tough.
I should have used more PTO there, but this place I don't really have a problem with. This
Yeah.
place is just completely fine. I can just work and be off at 4. I might start going back and starting getting exercise more in and stuff because I've been really telling myself I need to do that with this new job, and I think I'm gonna start now that it's nice and like just good temperature outside. It's not winter. I hate working out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I need to go golfing soon. Golfing is like I'd have to find time and
where to put your money
where
in
to
for
do
that.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otter Creek out in
It's not expensive to do it in Iowa, but it still like adds up though.
yeah,
Because you're trying to get the whole experience. You're not gonna go hit a ball. You're gonna go with a couple
couple people,
beverages and
go get some
people
beers.
and yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun to go out there. I would recommend Otter Creek and like places like that if you want to go golfing, not Top Golf or whatever the heck it is. That's just driving range. Like go out to one of those golf courses because
Yeah.
those are nice and they're
Top
public.
golf is super expensive though. I'd rather just go to a golf course.
I prefer like going to like Briarwood when it wasn't private.
Yeah, or Jester or the Des Moines. There's a bunch nearby.
Yeah,
There's
you
a
could get
lot.
a lot. There's that
Yeah.
one out in Waukee too. I don't know if that one's private. It might be though.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
There's some good spots. There
There is.
definitely is some good spots. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Keep him busy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a summer activity. I need to go golfing more because I've got. I guess I can't now because no, I just forgot I gave my clubs.
You don't have any clubs?
I had my grandpa's, but My cousin's getting more into. I think he's gonna be on the golf
Oh,
team.
and you just don't golf all that much? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. That
I
makes
hadn't
sense.
before
Yeah.
now.
I'm keeping mine. It's in my trunk. If I ever want to, I can.
I could go buy a new set if I wanted to at
Yeah.
Shields or whatever. I could just go use those. He needed those because he's gonna be doing it for high school. So
Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm
Yeah.
just a drunk idiot out on the golf course. He's doing it
Actually, for yeah.
school.
That's funny. Yeah. No. It's fun.
Mhm.
It's really fun. I mean, yeah. As long as you're not belligerent and don't knock it into somebody's house,
Yeah,
it's
that's what
good.
always made me nervous about Briarwood. Is like I just didn't want to like absolutely clobber it and have those houses and stuff that are like right next to like the green
Yeah.
and a little ways off. Like just oh crap, I'd hate if I broke somebody's window. That'd be my like number one fear, which I do not want to do. So that's also why I prefer outer.
I mean,
There's
it
no
would be like
houses.
completely accidental, but at the same point, I just wouldn't be. Oh, he sees a bird. What's up, Sammy? I just wouldn't be. Yeah. I mean, I just wouldn't live next to a golf course.
I wouldn't.
If like you weren't ready for it, unless you got insurance that was like, okay, you live next to a golf course, we'll just pay for whatever it costs to replace your window. That's
Yeah, I
fine.
do have that.
I don't know. Yeah, that would be pretty nice. You probably have to pay. Yeah.
That's why those
How many times is it happening? That's why you want to have it.
have a lot of money already. If you're probably living out there, because I mean those neighborhoods tend to be pretty.
Bro was locked
He is locked.
the fuck in. He's watching a bird right now for you guys at home. That's good, dude.
Rebounded pretty well from the vet.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we took him on Saturday, and he said his blood work looks good except for one thing, but it could just take time to like rebound back to normal. So, I mean, he's got energy, and he's eating and drinking, and we're gonna try and incorporate his regular food back here soon. So, I hope he's not like knocking the camera back and forth with his tail though. I might go snag that.
Eh. He's doing stuff. There you go.
Yeah, he's rebounded. He's rebounded decently well.
I was gonna say, yeah, he didn't seem like he was having too many issues, other than he was just scared of me for when I first came over. But he seems happy.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of. Well, he also kind of still recognize, like he remembers people, but you know, he's a little scaredy cat. If it's like someone brand new, he's like,
He's timid.
yeah,
Like, yeah, with the first time with me, he just sat and hid under the bed all day.
yeah,
Never got to see him until like the second time.
yeah. He doesn't trust me as far as like the people I bring into my house, dude.
You just need
If
Jack.
people were to beat him, I would beat them. You know, like if you accidentally punted him, oh sorry, I accidentally punted you.
I accidentally punched you in the face.
Sorry, yeah,
My bad.
same. I've actually done that to my mom's like little Shih Tzu Terrier dog, Max, on accident. I just didn't see him. He's smaller than cats. He's like yeah.
Tiny.
So yeah, if my mom wanted to like punch me in my face, I'd be like, all right, that's fair.
Game. Sure.
Yeah, you know.
I'm open. Let me line it up for you. Here, I'm sorry I kicked your dog. Here, have a free.
Here, have a free knock.
Have a free jab.
Yeah. Well, but yeah. Well, he's fine. It wasn't like very far.
No.
It was just like
There's a difference
couple
between,
feet.
Like, accidentally kicking him and like absolutely like, all right, line it up for the 40-yard and
punt. They like tried to punt him. Yeah, you could probably make him go flying. Yeah. Well, he gets down and dirty with the little like he's got this little like sheep toy. The small dogs are always the loudest. It's so annoying. They're like, "Arr, arr," and they like shake it. I mean, like, yeah, okay, you got it.
That's my neighbor's new dog. Is just like, I open the door to leave to come here, already hear it going off down the hall. I'm like, it's just a I'm like, I'm leaving. You don't even know who's out here. You've never seen me before. And I open my door to leave to come here, barely making noise, and I just hear the dang thing just barking, yipping down the hallway, and I'm just like,
Damn.
yeah, this ain't gonna last. This is not gonna last. I don't care enough to the point where it's gonna annoy me, but I'm not gonna like flip shit that a dog's like barking down the hallway because it's like if my door's closed, it's quiet. But like
Yeah.
that's just crazy. Like
The little dogs, they're so loud. Like the big dogs, bro, they don't need you. They just go. And like,
they're just like, feed me. You're just like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
don't attack me.
Well, if a dog bites me, I'm punching. Like, wait, you think I'm just gonna let the neighbor's dog bite me, bro? I'm fighting back. I've got to.
I don't know it.
Is it gonna be tough? Yeah. Are they gonna rip a little chunk of meat out of my leg? Maybe. But
I'm taking more now. I'm taking back more.
Take back the equivalent in mass. Come here. Give me your brain.
Don't do this stuff.
Don't. Yeah, don't do this at home.
Don't follow in our footsteps and go and try to.
I've never done that though. We're just talking shit.
Don't listen to Joe's Cave and be like, "Oh, they said I could go and do it at my." Now go attack my neighbor's dog. Don't do that.
That's like, I actually don't know how to say that. Do you remember the Pokemon Go thing, and like people catching Pokemon in like sacred places where they shouldn't?
Yeah. What, you go sneaking, you capture
No,
your neighbor's dog, like, I need this for my collection number 496
No,
of
it's
this
the
era.
same
You just
idea.
throw a,
It's just like, don't do this. Like,
huck
it's
a rock at your neighbor's dog trying to capture. You're just on drugs, like.
It's an alien. Yeah.
God.
Imagine. That'd be pretty
I don't
crazy.
think I want to imagine that. I said it. I don't want to imagine it.
You're like, I'm okay. I'm chill.
I'm okay, guys. I didn't catch a dog, but
Yeah, have you seen those fucking like gorilla or what the fuck is that AI generated? What is it? It's the
I sent you one when they started. But
I
it was
know,
like gorilla,
Sasquatch or something?
Sasquatch podcast.
Bigfoot? Yeah. Like
Yeah.
vlog, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
I was watching an Astacross stream and he had like the clone trooper video.
I watched that video
The
too.
clone troopers vlog. It's
They're
hilarious.
so advanced. It's like $300 for that Google thing, but you pay like $300 for it, and you can just have it do that.
A month or
I think it's like a month you pay for it.
That's a
ChatGPT is
lot.
like $200 a month. For
Can
like their
can
biggest.
they make money off of a video like that?
I
Can
think
like the
there's
creators make
regulations
money off?
against it? I don't think that they
If-
can make a lot.
Yeah.
I think they can make like either it's limited or I don't think they can if it's AI generated content.
I want to know. You know,
They might be able to, but I mean, it just in my point of view, I feel like there could eventually come a time where like the government's gonna have to put some like federal regulation on like created content.
I was gonna
or
ask
something like that.
AI what AI thought about AI generated content.
There's those videos out there. They'll just
There
like
is.
hook up, like they'll have ChatGPT
like-
talk with like.
What we're
The Twitter
talking
one.
about right now, like, is it true? Like, can you make money off of it? You know, because like, so in my mind, it's just quicker than Googling. It just gives you all the information you need to know, like right there.
That'd be something to do for a podcast.
Always
episode.
do secondary research if you're like doing it professionally, but if you're just trying to get like a quick idea, have it summarized like nice and neat and have it be as accurate as possible. Like, yeah, I ask it. In fact, I got told off by AI because I put a fertilizer stick in a green onion mason jar with water in the fridge because I'm a psychotic and I wanted to see if it grew faster and and I was like, "Oh yeah, we'll just eat it." Well, turns out you can't, and AI was like, "Why would you
put fertilizer in your
do
food?
that? Like a tiny little fertilizer stick."
Don't
Just
do
a little
that.
Well,
That has chemicals in it.
well, I don't know, I just
That's like, hey, let me
I'm
dump insect pesticide
I'm
in my mouth.
experimenting. Hey.
Seasoning.
Hey.
The seasoning
Hey.
of death.
Hey. But for stupid people like me who are just experimenting and want to
Stupid's
know.
only an excuse so far until you are passed out.
I didn't eat it. I did not.
Yeah, I was hoping the AI came in soon. It's just like, no.
Oh, that's
thing. I'm
funny.
just like, yeah, I'm glad the
Well,
AI told you because that's the last thing. Like,
well,
money
Monica
wants to come
told
in and just
me.
like,
Monica told me, and then I was like, "Well, I'm gonna ask AI," and it was like, "Yeah, you maybe shouldn't do that."
it has chemicals in it.
It's funny. Well, hey, what are you gonna do?
Stupid's only an excuse.
I'm
to
experimenting.
that
Hey,
point.
hey, Nimbus, come here, dude. No, he's leaving.
That'd be fun to do for a podcast episode, though. Like, get ChatGPT, like the voice thing,
Oh yeah,
up on there, and like link the audio source so like the audience can hear like when you're asking it stuff, and you could just swap the camera screen to.
you could, or I could just change it to one of these audios on the phone.
You could do that.
Yeah.
It would just sound clear, like if it
Oh
went through like your
yeah.
computer. So
Well,
that way it didn't
even
have, like, an
this
echo.
setup is not going to sound like the most clear either. I apologize. I'm working with what I got. So
You got your stuff.
yeah,
It'd be easy to like you don't
I've
have to
got
set up
an
physical hardware. You just have to link the.
actual video to the thing, and yeah, to get it like into the audio itself,
be
or get like
cool doing that,
audio
just, like,
sync it up. Yeah.
ChatGPT's like your special guest, or like the Twitter one's like your special
Let me
guest for
talk
the.
to ChatGPT. Is that technically AI generated content then? Because it's content created by me by interacting with an AI. Is
mean,
that AI generated
you're
content?
I think that it makes like it fits more into that category if it's like the AI making like the main like content for you. If you're the one like making the content with the AI in it,
Then it's
different
more of
than
like my
different
content.
than
AI is
the
in it.
content being made by the AI that you're then
Okay.
posting.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
have a bot in here that you're just sitting asking questions and stuff like that being a part of the conversation, but you're still putting out the video with like say you and me and ChatGPT were on there.
I think bots. No.
That they're AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
Ask ChatGPT if it's an AI, and it'll say yeah.
Do you think it knows?
I mean, if you're saying like knows,
Like, do you think it's like, hey, I can actually have a choice to like not tell the truth?
I don't think it's hit that
Not yet.
edge of the box yet.
We're not
where it's
there,
like,
bro.
I don't think it's started
soon, bro.
rattling the cage yet of like.
I want to get it like in my car, like Cyberpunk. I want to have like a.
You want to have Johnny
I want to have
Silverhand in your car with you?
Delamain. No.
Oh, Delamain.
Delamain, bro. I want an
Delamain
AI
Quest.
just. Dude, imagine, bro. I'm just gonna sit here and just fucking. Meanwhile, this AI is bobbing and weaving.
Driving my car.
Bulletproof car, loaded with gadgets. You got machine guns on the sides, rockets in the windows.
All that couldn't save Jackie.
I know, right? What a little bitch.
You're like, wait, who's Jack?
Oh yeah, it took me a second. Yeah. Well, I haven't even finished it yet. I'm close. I haven't even finished it.
So you haven't gotten to the final like. This is the end.
The end?
If you get here, you can't.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, because it'll tell you. You get to that spot, and it's like in most games where it'll say this is the XXX mission. If you go past this point, then there's no saving, or whatever.
Oh, no saving. Does that mean you can't
like
reload?
It basically just means it's like this is the last mission. If you choose to go into this mission, your game ends.
Okay, can you reload a save from your
Yeah,
game?
you can reload it from there and like do the
go
rest
out
of
and
them,
do the
but
rest of them.
Once you hit that like kind of final save spot, you're done with the game, and you can just keep replaying the endings over and over again.
So you can unlock all the endings.
Mhm.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
In one like save, you can have all the endings. So it's like a final mission for like your final option.
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder how close I am.
Depends, because I mean, did you get the DLC with it yet too?
Yeah, I did.
You did. Okay, so yeah, you've got probably there's like 7 endings. You got the secret ending in there too. That's also 8, and then I think there's another 4 or 5 endings with the DLC. So
There's so many different endings. That's
yeah,
crazy.
I think you have to get a certain amount of endings in order to get the secret ending unlocked too. So
Also, I have to do different like
yeah,
endings. Can I get more than one ending like option on a save?
you can. Yeah, it will present you like on the last like. How do I go into it without giving you spoilers? The people that you make relationships with in that game or like forge friendships or bonds
Yeah.
with will impact that last mission of like who's available to like who's available to help you basically.
Interesting.
That's how I can put it without spoiling it.
Oh. Okay, yeah, no, I really gotta finish that.
Yeah.
I'm close. I just met Songbird.
Oh yeah.
So how close am I, like percentage wise?
I think that's DLC. I think
Oh.
I want to say I haven't played too much of the DLC yet. I've played a little bit of it because I went back and got all the endings for the base game. I have not played much of the DLC. I know Songbird's the DLC, but like Pan Am's one relationship, Judy, I can't remember the two guys that you can have a relationship with if you're a female character, but there's those two. There's also just like you can make friends with them as well too. You don't have to be in a romantic relationship. You can just make friends
Okay.
with
Be
them.
friends with him. Yeah.
Still works. And there's those four. There's I want to say a couple others besides them, but there's quite a few avenues that you can go to, and like each one of those like friendships can like dictate a version of the ending, sort of.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's some of those that
You're
also
so
just
cooked in the end. Don't tell me.
I'm not gonna say it. No. I don't want to say it. Like
You did.
y-
Johnny Silverhand just takes over. You know that's game. What are you gonna do?
can't say.
No, no,
I can't really say.
no. Don't tell me.
Nope. I will
Don't tell
not.
me.
Some of the it's my favorite game for a reason. I love that. Edge Runners the anime was good. I heard we're getting season 2 soon.
Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah,
Pretty nice. I'm
yeah.
excited. I'll have to get back into the game when that comes out.
All right. I don't know how long we've been going, but I feel like this is long enough because I don't want to like break it. So we're gonna go ahead and probably call it here, folks. Once again, we're still in testing, so you know what are you gonna do? Anyway, any last words that you want to say, my good sir?
Thanks for having me on again. I appreciate it.
Of course. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a good rest of your night.